اوكي طيب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم جميعا. انا يعني حقيقة حضرت لي حاجة للشباب من الجالية. and participant لحد الآن كلنا يعني حوالي 7 or 8. Welcome, son Rashid. I'm going to speak between both language, Arabic and English, switch between them. I prepared this for the youth of our community, just to give them a background about the Independence Day and what is it about. If you can see my screen, Sudan Independence Day, it's Sunday, January 1st for 2023. We celebrate Sudan Independence Day on January 1st, and it's celebrated annually to commemorate the independence of the nation from the Great Britain. Sudan now is the third largest nation in African inland. Sudan is a mix of Arab and African nations. The nation lies between the Red Sea, and this is the neighbor, Eritrea, Ethiopia, South Sudan, Chad, Libya, and Egypt. The nation is rich in natural resources. Not going to go over all the natural resources, but the land is young and mature for agriculture too. Until 1956, the nation was under the rule of the British and Egyptian. I'm going to explain this later on in the history. President Ismail al-Assari was responsible for forming the government as the prime minister on January 9, 1954, just 2 years before the independence. Sudan formally attained its independence from Britain and Egypt on January 56. A short note of history. We can't talk about the history in about an hour here, but historically, Sudan made of lots of kingdoms. It's not one country, it is many kingdoms. If we go into the history before the Common Era, there is a kingdom of Kerma, and that's included the kingdom of Kush after, and after that we got the Nubian, and then Nubatia, Marawi, Aludaya, and of course we were looking at the this is at the north by the Nile, and we look at Sinnar kingdom, the Fonj kingdom, and also Sultanate, and Darfur also kingdom. In the history of the 19th century, when we say 19th century, I believe you guys understand that we're talking about 1800 year. So in particular, that time of the empire of many countries that going to invade another countries and take over land and take over resources. So Egypt also fall under the Ottoman Empire. And I believe, Rashid, if you took history in high school, you may know what we're talking about, the colonization. And for the youngest, later on into your education in the school, you can learn about the colonization too. So far, the Ottoman also, after they took Egypt, they also took Sudan on 1820. The leader of the Osmanian at that time is Muhammad Ali, well known as Muhammad Ali Pasha. So Muhammad Ali Pasha also sent his son to Sudan, and then seeking of gold and resources, of course, and he wanted to discover where the Nile come from. So he took over, he captured Khartoum and defeated the Sudanese people who were met with his army. At the end of 1885, we have also this Muhammad Ahmad al-Mahdi. Mahdi is not his name. That's a nickname that he gave it to himself. Anyway, he have a stand and uprising against the Ottoman Egyptian administration, and that result of the end of the rule of the Ottoman rule in the country of Sudan at that time, and Mahdi captured Khartoum and defeated General Gordon. General Gordon, he worked with the Ottoman. He's British, but at that time British, they were not in Sudan. General Gordon was hired to be the governor by the Ottoman. They brought him from India. So when they captured Khartoum, they killed General Gordon, and that's what make really the British to come for revenge for us, because General Gordon was well known for them. And when we talk about general, he's a general, and general, like in the history of Canada here, you know about many generals, like General Wolfe. They have a school even name on their name too. So far, the British sent a commander, Lord Kitchener, with a big army, well equipped, and with advanced weapons too. If you look at the history of that time, it's all about guns and shooting guns, and it's about 10 bullets on it, and sword, and of course, very, very simple equipment. But the British, they brought also many others advanced with them weapons. So anyway, they defeated the Khalifa of the Mahdi, and his name Abdullah Ta'ashi, in the Battle of Omdurman in September 1898. However, the true power in both Egypt and Sudan was at that time, which is now here, maybe by that time, ruled by the United Kingdom. When we say United Kingdom, we are meaning Great Britain. In the 20th century, the growth of nationalism in Egypt and in Sudan, focusing on ending the United Kingdom occupation for both countries. For both countries, Egyptians, they're looking at their own country, and Sudanese, they're looking at their own countries to end that British rules over both countries. So far, in year 1952, there is Sudanese pressure. The United Kingdom agreed to demand Sudan's self-government, which is formed and brought Ismail al-Asri as the leader of that government. Between the two, 53 to 55, there is a loss of talking about independence, full independence instead of self-government. History has many ways to look at it, but the nation of Sudan, people, they were decided not to stay under the rule of the British anymore, because self-government is still under the rule of the government of the British. And so far, the British later on agreed to give independence to Sudan, and claiming that on January 1956, Sudan was duly declared an independent state. So I'm just going to go over what I said in point. So the first major point here will be 1881, the first revolt, which is revolt in English mean the large number of people revolt. And what does that come? That's the verb of revolution. Revolt, they refuse to be controlled or ruled and taken that by violence action against the authority. So the people revolted against the foreign rules, which is the British, and to establish their own government. Very important that happening in 81. And that's again the Osmanian. The Ottoman Empire. So Sudanese, they wanted to rule their own country, not the Ottomanian to rule them. And that's very important note because that government did not last for long. It stays about another nine years. And between the 9 years, the British took over Egypt through the Ottomanian away, and they were decided to come to Sudan for revenge, of course, as I said, because of General Gordon, who were killed in the Battle of Khartoum at that time. So in 1899, the start of British Egyptian rules. The use of Egyptian rules here because the army, the majority of the army were Egyptian. Okay. And the soldier, here we're talking about the soldier, not the commanders on chief. In the 1956, the full independence for Sudan to be Sudanese. So we were ask you, if you have a calculator now, Sudan took independence in 1956. Today, we were in 22. January 1st, 2023, Sudan celebrate its Independence Day. How many years Sudan is a country now? Question to the floor. You can raise hand up or you can open the mic and speak. So your math going between 2023 to 1956. How old is the Sudan as a country? How old it is? The Sudan now. Talking about the Sudan as the land now. For how many years of anniversary Sudanese celebrating independence? Anyone figure that out? Anyone got it? There's prizes, by the way, when we do have the Sudanese celebration. We were looking for a place now, but I'll put the name. Hello?
Hello? Yes. Can I answer?
Can you give the news? Yes, you can, but I just wanted to see this young Sudanese background. We have Saya, we have Noor Shad, we have, what is Rashid? I didn't see him. Is there? Yeah, Rashid is there.
I'm here.
Okay, Rashid, you're a mathematician.
I guess. So what did you say, 2023?
So how old is Sudan now as an independent country?
Sudan took their independence in 1956. Okay, from that time up to now, how many years?
I guess 67 or 66 if you're talking about 2022.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rashid. Yes, 67 when we're talking about 2023 as a celebration happening at the beginning of the year. So from January 1956 to January 1st, 2023, Sudan is how many? 67 years old. You got that line? Can you see that line down there? You see the line here?
Yeah, we can see it.
You see that line, right? You got it? So Sudanese are going to celebrate their 67 Independence Day in January. Pictures. Do you see this picture, by the way? You see the picture?
We see it.
If you see the picture here, this is President Ismail Lasri, and beside him is, and at that time he's the Prime Minister, and then the oppositional party leader is Muhammad Ahmed Mahjoub on the left side, and the building behind there, that's the palace. That's the government, the palace of the government. What we call the I don't want to call it the Republic of the Palace, because that time Sudan is not even called Republic. Yeah, but now, yeah, now they call it the Republic of Palace. Okay, so if you're looking down here, this is a flag now you see, but I'm just gonna go back down to show you some flag right there. So the flag that Asari and Mahjoub, they're raising it up here, it's this flag. Blue, yellow, and green. Are you guys seeing this? Am I scrolling down the page? This one. Did you see
We see
that?
it.
That's the Gabon flag is just upside down, I guess. No?
Yeah.
The Gabon, the country, the Gabon Republic flag.
We're gonna come to this point, no, you said, but just the flag history from independence, by the way, to 1970. This writing here is not right. The country called Democratic Republic of Sudan. Yes, this was changed, and then this time it was a coup government led by the President Jafar Nimeri. So the flag changed from 70s to 85. The same one, but just they add recently they add this eagle here, which is called the Gideon eagle, the Sudanese bird. Just added to it. The jumping from here to this flag change, that's during the time that Jafar Nimeri was the president. And if you look at the timing too, so 70s, it is the time that the whole world of the Middle East are fighting Israel. So they decided to put the flag that matching most of these countries, Iraq, Sudan, Syria, Egypt. If you look at their flag, Kuwait, Palestine, if you look at their flag, it is just different in some of the lay of the triangular or rectangular, but they have the four color: red, green, white, and black. Or either the 3 or 4 of them. Okay, so that's the why Sudan president that time, Jafar Nimeri, changed the flag from the independence one to now. Uprising now in Sudan, you can see people are still holding the old flag, right? The old flag, which is the one that on the left side. And there is a lot of debate now going on and talking and discussion. Some people wanted the old flag back, the independence flag that rise up, and some wanted this one to stay. So anyway, this is not my decision on any one of us decision. That's a decision of the government, and the government, when it's democracy government, and that's the parliament or the House of Commons elected one can do that. Okay, the map.
Maki, just before you go to the flag, sorry, just wait. I got confused in here. Go back to the flags thing, please. You have 3 flags here. Okay, this is the independence one, the first one, and then the second one you said the Numeris flag. What about this one, the third one? Is it the
Yeah, there's a flag now
the
rising
government
up.
of the
Just
day?
they add the Sagrajidian, they add the eagle in the middle of it.
Who did add it?
I believe that during the time of Bashir.
Okay, so for example, now we're using this flag, the last one with the
Yeah,
eagle.
this is the one that that's the one that you see the rising up most of the time.
No,
But
I never seen it
it's still
anywhere else.
people. It's still some people they have the old one going on. Just the difference between them is the eagle.
Yeah, that's a big difference. Just because this is the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, the eagle is it used to be there. Used to be it's here, sorry, but this is it's the same symbol for the country that during this time too, but they just added to the flag. Does that make sense?
No, what I'm talking about, seeing it, first time I'm seeing it, that one.
You see this eagle here?
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing it like as an official flag. I know I've seen it like, for example, personal flags and so on and so on, but as an official flag, who did put that one there? That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, if you take it out, it's still this is a flag. No problem with that. It's not a big deal, but the most government offices now they do have that hold on.
Okay.
Okay, and then let me just bring you up to this one. As the Egyptian, they put their own also eagle, our eagle right there, and do not mix up with both of them. The Egyptian eagle, his wings is laying down. The Sudanese one, its wings are rising up.
Yeah, because the Egyptian, they have that flag everywhere with the eagle. Without eagle, there's no Egyptian flag. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it also can get confused with the Iranian one. It has also eagle, but ours is totally different. The wings are rising up. There's some your artists, you know this difference. It's very clear. The Egyptian going like down. This eagle, the Sudanese going up. Okay. The map for youngest will change. And used to be bigger, the largest country in Africa, but 1/3 of the country split to a new country called South Sudan, and that's happened in 2011 referendum, and then this is the remaining of Sudan now. Okay, and if you are going to,
But you are missing Halab here, by the way.
it's right there. It's right there. This is the official one already. That's the official one. The triangle always being in dot. Because that's a conflict here. Okay. Don't confuse these youngest people. Okay. It's right there. Sudanese, they put it that way, Egyptian, they put it that way. But the triangle is still under the red official one. Okay. And if you are looking at the country laying down here, we talked about the neighboring. We said Red Sea, Eritrea, Ethiopia, South Sudan, Chad, Libya, Egypt. When we have the South Sudan there, we used to also border Central Africa. But Central Africa now is out from us, or had a little bit here. I believe that's Central Africa. Yep, I think I'm done here. I'm gonna put this down. Any questions so far here? Youngest? Or you? Any questions so far? Any? I need to check this out. Any? Okay. Going back to how did I did that? Okay, I have to go advance and then share the video. And how do I share the video? The very important song is this one. No, not this one. Not this one, sorry. Okay, share.
ويسطر التاريخ مولد شعبنا
ويسطر التاريخ مولد شعبنا يا إخوتي غنوا لنا
أغلى السنة يا مهدى أجدادي ويا كنز العزيز المفتدى
اليوم نرفع راية استقلالنا اليوم نرفع راية استقلالنا ويسطر التاريخ مولد شعبنا ويسطر التاريخ مولد
فجر أو حديد من قلب إفريقيا التي داست حصون المعتدي خطت بعزم شعوبها آفاق فجر أو حديد فأنا بها وأنا لها فأنا بها وأنا لها
سأكون أول مفتدي يا إخوتي غنوا لنا اليوم
اليوم نرفع راية استقلالنا
اليوم نرفع راية استقلالنا
ويسطر التاريخ مولد شعبنا
ويسطر التاريخ مولد شعبنا
Thank you very much for listening. The floor, you have the time to commit if you want to commit something. I can give you another song, but I just gonna think after this song, which is made by the choral. For our use, you may notice that is a lots of picture that carrying background of history too. The Battle of Omdurman with the Mahdi's and the killing of General Gordon is in the background of the video. The palace also in the background. The history of the kingdoms like Nubadia or Meroe, the pyramids. And there is a lot about thousands of pyramids in Sudan, by the way. For younger people who don't know, I kind of have some picture that I brought it from the Sudanese museum. That's the palace. Okay, and there is the museum, by the way. If you got a chance to go to Sudan, ask your parents to take you to the museum right there. You see lots of historical site and true. They are also brought to the museum to save them. Statues of Ba'anki is right there. The statues of the Queen Amanitari is right there. And symbols of the pyramids and how they build them is right there too. So I advise you, if you go to Sudan, go to the National Museum, and hoping that you will enjoy it there. And there is, by the way, there is some people who can speak English to you and explain that to you very well. One of the other picture, that's what I took it. And here it's a لوحة جنائزية. It was talking about a tomb of one of the greatest Sudanese in the history of the Nubatian kingdom. And this is where the another place, historical place, where the Muhammad Ahmad al-Mahdi, the Imam al-Mahdi was buried, is in Omdurman, and that's also has a masjid, big masjid associated to that tomb there. And then there is also a place, open area, where people do the the Salat al-Jama'ah of the Jum'ah and the Eid, the Mulid of the Prophet peace be upon him too. This is represent the palace governors or the palace soldiers. During the time of the independence, they used to wear short. Now they're just wearing pants, but they used to wear short. Okay, the historical picture that in the background showed you this, and they were wearing short during the time that they are singing. They are wearing short. Okay, believe that's what you already need to know. But any questions so far, and any recommend video, song, I'm here open for you. Okay, you can raise hand up, or you can speak. Welcome for the new arrival. Use. Hi, Sally. Anyone? Anyone? Yes, Sally, go ahead. Open the mic. Go ahead, Sally. Open the mic.
I'm sorry, I actually have nothing to say. It was Adnan, he did that. He was touching the screen. I'm so sorry.
Okay, Adnan wanted to say something.
He said no.
No, okay. Shaya, Shad, Noor, Ahmed. Anyone want to say something? Rashid? He's still there. No one? Do you want to share another song? I believe you guys did this song before in one of our community celebration of independence. اليوم نرفع راية استقلالنا. But I'm going to give you a historical one that happened during the time of the Istiqlal, because the song that I just played, it happened after. It happened years after, okay, during the 60s actually. But I'm going to give you one. Let me just open it. How do I do that again? I have to share this. This one by the Adrawi.
يا غريب يلا
The
لي
picture of
بلدك
background.
يلا يلا لي بلدك
56. Want to stop here? This is the Adrawi. He was singing a song, say, Ya Gharib, Yalla Yali Baladak. Ya Gharib meaning who? The stranger. He's calling the stranger. For him, the stranger is that time, the poem, the British. Yalla Yali Baladak means go home, go home. Okay, go home. And peacefully, by the way, they went home. It's not violently, peacefully. They boarded the train, take their belonging, and left to England. But the picture in the background is true pictures and true videos from the day of independence. And when you look at the picture just before this, here, you see that? You see 3 flags. The Egyptian flag sent down, the British flag sent down, the Sudanese flag, which is the one that I just showed you, the blue, yellow, and green rise up. Okay? Got it?
يلا لي بلدك امشي لي بلدك سوق معك ولدك ولملم عددك انتهت مددك وعلم السودان يكفي لي سندك يلا.
So the President Ismail Assari, when they put the Egyptian down and the British down, he handed the British flag to the British governor and to the Egyptian one too. Beside him is Muhammad Ahmed Mahyou, one of the leaders of Sudan that time too. So what you see here is giving the flag returning the flag back. Take it with you home.
يا غريب يلا لي بلدك يلا لي بلدك الحروب زالوا فادوا من صمدوا والشباب اليوم للجهاد نهضوا طالبوا الأقطاب يوفوا ما وعدوا ذكروا شرشل يحترم وعدوا قلت في الميثاق كل دول بلدوا ودل بواقيكم لسه ليه قعدوا يلا يا غريب يلا ولي بلدك هل درى النحاس يوم رفع طلبه وادعى السودان بغيته أربه أبطل الامثال لو قدر ضربه قال لنا الجنبول هيا يختربوا ونحن وانتم نقوم يحكموا عربو يلا مقصد السودان لو يجد طلبه مصر والسودان أخوة يحتسبوا إخوة الإكفاء ما كفى الخطب كلمة من مسؤول تكفي لو كتبوا وصرحوا لنا نقول ماذا تطلبوا يلا يا غريب يلا غريب بلدك ربعة السودان ديما نحن نقول أبئس الاستعمار في شمس أو ظل تاني ما بنغش واستلام شعبنا تحرر من قيود الذل ونزلوا العلمين يلا فوتوا الكل يلا يا غريب يلا غريب بلدك يا غريب بلدك يا غريب يلا يا غريب بلدك
الله يرحمه سيدي. Any comment? Yes, Muhammad. Muhammad or Daniel has a comment. Your mic, Muhammad.
My comment is this about the flags. This is, people, the generations, they know only this flag which we have. But the independent flag is completely different. So for them to have to know that is sovereignty for the government, but it's taken by other country when they betrayed the country and they changed the flag. It took by Ghana, so we can't return it back. It's just like heritage. Something was, for the independence, which is done, and they changed it to something else. So I was been living with that flag for whole, up to the end of the 60s. So after that, it is in my heart. It's everything in the country. But now it is confusing. But the generation, they don't know what's that. I think if you will just give them brief something about that, and that's what will happen with our real flag, which we lost, and we are in between now. With the Palestinians, they catching our flag, say, hey, this is our flag. And we see this is, it look like So this is not real. So, in my opinion, thank you.
Thank you, Muhammad. I think he just came late a little bit. We talked about the flag. Let me put it up. I can bring it up again. Where I think,
Okay. I was not being there. That is
yeah,
why.
yeah, okay, another comment? Any other comment? Another
Regarding
comment?
the songs here,
Huh?
Maki, regarding those nice songs you shared with us, like it would be nice if somebody can add the title, like the translation, while the singer is singing it in written, like, underline. I don't know if that's something we can do, because that would be really nice, eh?
Inshallah, we have someone who can do that. I just download them from YouTube. But let me give you another one shot of that. Trying to translation where you gotta share the okay, and that's this one too, one of the Istiqlal, which is the independence one, it's called Sahya Kanar. Okay.
فيه وأهل الإبداع لهم فيه مرتع ومستقر. أصباحه أمسيات، أصباحه فرحات، وآصاله بهجات، وسهره متعة، وأماسيه روعة، ولياليه حياة وجمال. بقدر ما توفرت فيه المعرفة ازدهر الجمال، وبقدر ما خفق القلب للحسن بقدر ما أشرق الفكر. مرحبا بكم في باحات الجمال، وأهلا بكم في وديان المعرفة. نزلتم أهلا بسماء الفكر، وحللتم سهلا بأفق الإبداع. أيها السيدات والسادة، في بداية المهرجان يسرنا أن نقدم
قومك في القيود فإنني والحق قومك في القيود فإنني أيقنت أن لا حر غير مصفد فإذا تفتت شمل قومك فاجمعا وإذا أبوا فاضرب بعزم مفرد فالبندقية في بداية أمرها طلعت بمجد ليس بالمتجدد أنا كم رعيتك والأمور عاصمة وبذلت يا سودان ما ملكت يدي أنا لا أخاف من المنون وريبه أنا لا أخاف من المنون وريبه ما دام عزمي إياك نار مهندي سأزول عن وطني وأهلك دونه يوما يدين فيا ملائكة أشهد صهرك نار وضع يمينك في يدي صهرك نار وضع يمينك في يدي ودع المزاح للطلاقة والذي صار غير مغرور وهات منامعا كالأرجوانة وابكي غير مصفد
Thank you. Any comment? So I got also an activity to conclude this with you guys. Just give me a second to open. I believe I should open. First, I should open in the background. Okay. What is my screen now? Screen share. Ruddin, you want to talk or something? Okay. If you can see it, do you see this picture?
Not yet.
You see this picture?
Not yet.
Huh?
ما شايفينك لا افتحها.
Oh, you don't see the picture? So I got to open it then. I had to open the picture and then go share, screen share. You don't see it, right?
No.
Okay, let me use do another try. Here, I'm gonna stop the share, open the picture first. Open the picture. Okay, I believe now I can go share. Okay, what is the screen now? You don't see that, right? What is that? Oh, how do I do this? Okay, share. What is it? Okay, right there. Wait, share. Okay, this is the picture now?
Yep.
Okay, this is for you, guys. I'm going to translate that for you. If I have your email, I can send this to your email, which is about the President Ashari. He's the first president in Sudan after the independence. He started his education at that time. It's called the Khalwa, which is where the parents send you to learn the Quran and basic mathematics and Arabic language. And then when he finished, he went to the American University in Beirut, Lebanon, and he came back on 1930. So he considered one of the first Sudanese that get educated. A few of that time, during the time of the British, they will they continue, their education to have a university degree. The majority, yes, they do have education until considered grade 12 at this time. And they were into the offices of the government, working in accountant, and so on and so on. That's why this degree make him to become a well-known, educated, or advocate leader. This one, I don't know. I wanted to put all of them because I have lost a picture. Do you see the other one here or not? Ashari is still? You still see Ashari?
We see.
You see what? Raqa?
yeah.
Raqa. Okay. Raqa is a historical king of the Nabatea, and you can write the name, the Raqa, Ashari, and Ali Abdul Latif. Okay, write the name in a piece of paper. And also you got the Muhammad Ahmad al-Mahdi, who was born in 1843, and then he became a leader of the Mahdist revolution against the Ottomanian. Okay, those are 4 leaders here. I just download that. And
You didn't talk about the Mahjub though.
Yes, I don't have the Mahjub picture. So that's why I have in this book, I have this, only this picture. So for you to choose, you can write a paragraph about Raqa, Ashari, Ali Abdul Latif, the Mahdi or Muhammad Ahmad al-Mahdi, or the Kingdom of Marawi, historical, and about the Sawakin, which is also in the Eastern Sudan, or the Kingdom of 4. Therefore, has a kingdom. This picture represents the palace of the Sultanate Ali Dinar. Okay, so I prepare this as a closer assignment, and if you want to participate, write about one of them. Choose one again. Have a piece of paper and a pen, and submit it to us, whether by the email of the Sudanese community. I can give you the email, and of course, you have a prize. You hear me all? Yeah, so you got the Kingdom of 4, Darfur, or you can talk about the Sultan Ali Dinar, both of them, or about the Eastern of Sudan, or Marawi, the Muhammad Ahmad al-Mahdi, Abdul Latif. Let me just stop here because all of these we talked about them. We talked about the Kingdom of Marawi, we talked about that in the history of Raqa, but one of these leaders we did not talk about it, which is Ali Abdul Latif. Ali Abdul Latif, he was in the Sudanese army, but Sudanese army mean that during the time of the British, they hired some people to be soldiers and officers too. Okay, but he led a revolution in 1924 against the British ruling. But they captured him and they sent him, actually they sent him to death. Okay. Ali Abdul Latif is a well-known for your parents know him about him. In this Arabic written that said that he's wrote an article in a newspaper called Hadara the Sudan or Sudan Civilization. That's a newspaper, a very famous newspaper. He talked in that article about the ruling of the British, and he called for independence. So he talked about that in 1924, long time ago. And after years, the independence come on November, the date is 56. So when he did that in 1924. Of course, not by himself. He had a group with him of leaders too. And they are all being captured, and some of them sent to prison. Some of them they send them out of the government ruling in Khartoum to faraway places, like Abed Haji Lamin, who is buried in Wau. Wau is a city in South Sudan. And that time, Sudanese in the north, they cannot go to the South Sudan. South Sudan cannot come to the north because the British, they don't have a rule of not passing from the north to the south to the northern nations. Okay, and you got Ashari, and you got one of the great Tehraqa. Tehraqa, by the way, if you go in to dig of information, you can find lots of information. Don't take information from Wikipedia, but he's one of the king of the Kushian. And if you write Kush, the kingdom of Kush, and there is an American song about that too. Okay, the Nabta was the city in northern Sudan, and he also at that time, if you look at the time of the history, he ruled Egypt too, and he's one of the king of the fifth family that ruled Egypt and Sudan too. Okay, of course, he's also has another king come after him. His name is Banqi. Sorry, his dad. His dad is Banqi. Okay, his dad is Banqi. Banqi is a great leader too at that time in the history. So Sudan was not just made by the Ottomanian. It was not just made by the British. It was there. It has a history and history talk. There is lots of pyramids that I showed you. This one here, there were thousands of them. Thousands of them. If you go to the museum, you will see them too. You see one of these, they took it to the museum, but the rest of them, they stay in the Barkan, which is in the northern Sudan. Thousands of them. And I just wanted you to think, every civilization will have its own symbols, and that the Merian people, they built pyramids, and these pyramids considered to be older than the pyramids that built in Egypt. And Rashid, you're studying architecture. So in architecture, you build something smaller, and then you have the tools, and you have the materials. You can build it bigger, but you cannot build bigger and then you build it smaller. So things start smaller and then go bigger, right? You build 2-story building and then you build a skyscraper, but the skyscraper cannot come before the small building come out. And people know how to build a small building with 3, 4, 5-story level, and then they level it up to skyscraper. So consider the pyramids in Egypt are very high and big, but it comes after these Nubian or Merian people architecture who built these thousands of them. And this, by the way, is a place where they buried their king, their queen, their the empires of the country that time, or the kingdom that time. Okay, they believe in death. They believe on the day after. So that's why inside there is a coffin, and in the coffin the body, and also the belonging, the gold crown, the sword, and so on. Any questions so far? I'm going to let you go. You wrote it down, guys? Pick one. You got it down? Any question? Hello? If there is no question, I'm going to stop the sharing. Again, Tehraga, or you can talk about Banchi too. Sari, Ali Abdul Latif, Mahdi, or the Kingdom of Marawi, Darfur or Four, and Eastern Sudan. Of course, there's a loss of kingdom. There is a kingdom of the Fonj, what's the Baluna Isle, and there is also the kingdom of Sinar. Okay? They were also within the kingdom of Darfur. There is kingdom of Salit, and there is many kingdoms in Sudan. Okay, as we know, they are all separated from each other, and they do have trade, and they do have relationship against each other, like fighting each other, or they are also friend to each other. So, yeah, that's history. Okay. Any question? Any question? The recording? Any question? Hello? No?
We are here actually.
Okay. Thank you very much.